ladies and gentlemen. It's like everything is working the way it should be. I'm back with more Pillars of Eternity. Last time we did a couple of actually I was going to say hours, but it was more like an hour of preparation. Killed Raedric rather easily, actually. I was pretty shocked at how overprepared I I went. I went with a little too much preparation when it came for that, but it still was pretty cool to see just how all the interactions came together for the next big boss fight, I suppose. I'll be ready. Um, and now, uh, well, yesterday we made our way to Defiance Bay, did a few quests exploring of areas, including the catacombs, and now I ended up in the Hall of Mysteries, where I am going to continue for today. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy. Let's just go. That there. That there. Okay. So we just unlocked access to the Elder Archive. Wondering what I'll find in here. Oops. Okay, that's not stealing. I'll take it then. Um, hold on a second. Okay, that's just a history of Pangram.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Okay. Not sure what the purpose of me having access to the archives is. If there's nothing special in there. Alright, so I gotta go to the Ducal Palace anyway. Alright. Just gonna unlock that bridge first. Because we can use this to end up end up traveling anyway to the first fires, but I would like the bridge. I mean, if there's a bridge for me to get, huh? Oh, okay, I guess. Interesting. All right, well, we'll go to the first fires. That's where we gotta go anyway. Hey, Mad X, how you doing? Okay. That's right, the map's fully discovered anyway. So that's Crucible Keep. There's the Temple of Wotica. There's Gift. Alien Embassy. Heritage Hill. And there's the Ducal Palace. We got a lot of stuff to take care of at the Ducal Palace. We're gonna go there first.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret.
I'll see what I can find.
Her clergy belongs there.
Interesting. We'll just go through the main doors. Pretty good. You? Oh, I'm in a lot of pain today. I considered lying, I guess. Uh, just my migraine. Aside from that, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Chancellor Warren at the Hall of Records inside the palace. Sidley. Alright. Hello.
Welcome.
The young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the comings and goings around her with quiet attention. Any news to share? Or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? And you are? I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay is not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. Looking for news. No, actually, I'm not, but who's the current Duke? That would be Aver Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Aver rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Okay. Goes on in here. She laughs. Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies. That's just the stuff that happens out in the open. She leans a little closer. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But, if you want the official version, she clears her throat and gestures counterclockwise around the palace. We have a shrine devoted to Migrant, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. What kind of records are stored here? This is for Adair? Mostly dull official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half the records. She yawns. Worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Aver's meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks. Has been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now. Trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. She sniffs. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. I see. I already know what those two are. The Shrine of Migrant. It's the symbol of Migrant's protection of Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of the Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. She scratches at her neck. That's also where the first of the sacred fires burn, but Ferga, the Tranquil Ardent, has trouble keeping them lit. Alright. This is the side entrance. Okay, these are the Animancy hearings. I won't be able to get in there, apparently. Okay. Most bright Magran, transform us with your flame.
Greetings.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magran, and welcome to her temple. Oh, may I be of service. Temple? I thought this was a palace. No, that seems like a very stupid thing to say. You seem upset. What's wrong? Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Um, Slow down and tell me what this is about. She sighs. The sacred pyres all around town. You must have seen the statues of the goddess around the city, holding up empty braziers. Actually, I didn't see a single one, but okay. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now, and people need to see them more than ever these days. So, what does that mean? It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the hollowborn all over this city, the grieving families, the refugees. She shakes her head. How could Magran allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Durrance grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. Okay. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services. And Magran has paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magran's womanly heart. Or womanly heat, sorry. Uh, okay. Yeah, I don't want any part of this. Shrug. Well, I can't afford to be so nonchalant. But I believe Magran may be speaking to me again. She frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. Lately, I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. She raises her hands as if framing an image of her vision, and behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is, or how do I get there? She shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd do even if I found the place. Huh. Worthless, like so many of Magran's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Magran speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Know more about the temple here? Okay. Oh, oh, that was the map I found. I stole. Oh, oh. So I had no idea what that map was all about, but I stole it from the expedition hall. All right. Well then, we can go do that. Um, purely for XP, because I couldn't care less about any so-called gods. I mean, they blew one up with a bomb. How bad could their, like, you know, it's not a big deal, apparently. Ah, the records keeper.
Hello.
A taciturn man with graying hair pores over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes? Is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. Trying to find out what happened to someone. Man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. Afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seem there are still quite a number of folks in Deerwood who bear ill will towards the Red Shirts. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. But I've no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. We've come a long way, man. I'm not gonna bully him. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand. Okay, I'm not gonna bother. I want to bully him, but there has to be a better way. I have to have a stronger reputation in the city. Um, what is my rep? How do I see my reputation in the city? Maybe it's oh. Well, look at that. Defiance Bay ally faintly good. I'm a champion of the Gilded Veil. I'm a troublemaker for House Dominal. Okay. My most powerful enemy defeated was an Elder Lion. Oh, that's period. I thought each party member would have. Most enemies defeated. Me. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm pretty badass. That was the book hit. That was me hitting somebody with my book, my grimoire. Most crits, Aloth. Most hits, Durance. Most damage taken, most times knocked out. Okay, Aloth's been in the party longer than I have, apparently. That's good to know. That's really interesting. Oh, there we go. Personal. Oh, that's cool. That's 51. Feral Druid. Forest Lurker. Barath. Druid. Oh, shit, I'm tied with him. Hey Finnegan, how you doing? He's voiced by Droopy Dog, the record keeper. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm here.
I just pick a random voice from my memory palace and I'll just assign it to characters. I don't really care anymore. Like I don't. I think that in general the only accent I should be sticking with is Irish. But as you know, since the characters themselves are voiced in various different accents, I just figured whatever. So Marshall Forwin, I believe I need to speak to him for something. Chancellor Warren. Thank you for coming, number one new Benet. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Badamar's military advisor. He will serve as a witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you created a bit of stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Cade Nua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. Get to the point. The legitimacy of your claim to Cade Nua is in question. Earl Badmar has issued a ruling on the matter. Kaidnua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed the land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. If there were no other claimant, you would be correct. Unfortunately, this is not the case. All will be made clear once Lord Gathman arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Tell me about Earl Badmar. Earl Badmar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Badmars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the current Badmar, he is a fine man, as I know. It is an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Haemar, Gairen's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course Caednua. Yenwood. When the Deerwood was a mere colony of Aedir, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Aedirians were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed, and borders were adjusted. Yenwood was one such earldom. I have other questions. Do you know which way Earl Badmar has ruled? I'm sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. And what was that about Road Warden? The one who rules Caednua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is, well, traditionally known as the Road Warden. The position might not be entirely official, yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. The Marshal nods and smiles. What do you know of Gathbin? Met him but once. It was ample time to determine the character of Lord Alada Gathbin, or lack thereof. He is descended from an old Aedirian line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rannick Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war, that is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. So basically, literally, nothing, no information whatsoever. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathbin now. An opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair, dressed in dark glinting mail, shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Caednua belongs to me, by right. And where is this pretender? He who murdered the Raedricks, my own sister and her husband, and now steals my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This man here? This is the Lord of Caednua? Thought he was just another servant, perhaps a valet or a porter. Actually, I'm part of the aristocracy myself. I don't know what distant lands you came from, but your title... Ouch. Your title carries little weight in the Deerwood. Chancellor, read the decree. I'm losing my patience with this backwater fop. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Caednua, Earl Badmar finds that the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Caednua is the rightful property of the Gathbin family. I knew it, Gathbin smirks at you triumphantly. I'm not yet finished reading, my lord. Gathbin rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes the number 1 noob NA's part in reclaiming Caednua, a site that has stood abandoned and even some would say cursed for over a century. Before Caednua is returned to the Gathbin family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathbin will provide compensation in the form of... Absolutely not. Gathbin folds his arms, a defiant scowl on his face. My lord? Warren raises his eyebrows. The amount is quite reasonable, and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you'll just allow me to finish. I'll not pay a single comper to this miscreant from my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send to that son of a whore. Gathbin raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from him, arms raised in defense. Grab Gathbin's arm. Keep your hands off me, you peasant. Gathbin yanks his arm free of your hand and steps back. I'm not a peasant. I'm an inquisitor, bitch. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. My lords, please! There's no need for violence. Lord Gathbin holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come, Captain Emery. We're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. So a whole lot of nothing, except for I'm sure that at some point I'll have to defend my stronghold against him. Interesting. Well, I can't say that Gathbin's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, of course. I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. Shrug. He did seem a little upset, didn't he? I've heard he's always been vicious, even as a boy, and he can hold a grudge for a very long time. In any case, Cade Nua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathbin has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Cade Nua. By right, it's yours now. You've gained an item, Gird, Haywenis, Stennis, okay. Give 1,000 copper pieces. Have this sent to Lord Gathbin as a token of friendship. No, I don't. I'll be more than happy to murder Lord Gathbin. There's no need for that insanity. Honestly, if there was actually a way for us to negotiate, I would have been down for that. But since they obviously made it binary, I'm just gonna please extend an invitation to Lord Gathbin to feast with me within the halls of Cade Nua. There's no need, Rolls Eyes, for us to be enemies. That's a generous offer, and I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathbin. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Warren bows. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell. Oh no, this is the farewell, number one new Bene. Marshal nods at you and leaves. It's unfortunate. The Marshal guy seemed like completely chill and like decent. Okay, so that's done. Maybe now the record keeper will be like,
well met, friend.
nope. Well, I don't know what else I can do to increase my reputation in Defiance Bay outside of doing some quests. So I guess that's what we'll do.
This would be the temple Merwald spoke of, or what remains of it.
Praise to the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was. Lord Ardwellen Rugfold III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways. A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Woodaka watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Woodaka is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne. Worshipping Woodaka, the exiled queen and oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do. And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum. These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires. There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate. I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from? A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Okay, I guess he doesn't know he's a ghost. Well, goodbye.
I'm on the trail.
No, that's disappointing. I thought for sure there'd be something secret here. Right? I'll keep us this way. Justiciar Almar. Okay. What business brings you both to the keep?
Good day to you.
Almar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day, we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. I have information about Aerin? What? Uh, who are you? Soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so the Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something? Just knocking the dirt off your boots. And what are the Crucible Knights exactly? We're the Defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. He grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adiran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row. Is this about Dunrid Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about being so hostile. Aldmar shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. No, you're speaking your truth, bigoted idiot. Okay, goes on in the Crucible Keep. This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans, as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem, if you're the praying type. That's all. Now, before I say I have information about somebody, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's this? Aeron, okay. He's been hunters, trying to flee to find hunters. So what? There's no way to negotiate his freedom? Alright, I just quick save because I want to see. There's literally nothing. Okay. I guess I'll go give that Orlan some money to get out of town. I feel bad for him now. These people are just bigoted, racist idiots. Speaking of which,
I'll take a look.
well,
Flight. A simple test. That's settled.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week. I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
oh, I guess that's the extent of his voice acting. We were all smiths back in Hadrod's day. Though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. He laughs. We're a fearsome fighting force. These days, I think Cliver still takes more pride in our parade formations. He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to Deerwood's heroes of old. Picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunrid Row, who really knows about any of that, though?
Welcome.
The young novitiate's armor is recently shined, and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? How do I... See, again. Which one was this? Rogue Knight? Oh, that's it. Well, he's wearing your breastplate. Where the hell's Dunrid Row? Is that like an actual location? Inside of here, or did I miss it? Oh, it must be in that Orlan. It must be in the next place over, where the Orlans are kept. Because God forbid we have equality. I have discovered the barracks, and there are plenty of things to do in the
A simple
barracks,
test. That's settled.
like steal
A simple
all of their
test.
things.
That's settled. I can do that.
Yes, you can do that.
That's settled.
I mean, these guys are a bunch of bigots. They don't
A
need all this
simple
gear.
test. That's settled.
Okay, I guess there's nothing in there. Give Baldur's Gate 2 something over Pillars of Eternity. There's a hell of a lot more looting to be done in Baldur's Gate 2. And stealing. Right.
Light, flame, and sound. Keep to ourselves.
Oh, okay. Well, when in Rome. Penhelm's Alpha David. Okay, we'll just take that. And that.
I can do that. That's settled.
I'll take a look.
And that. And hell yeah, we'll take that. It's the front door. Okay, this must be the Grand Poobah's office. Or not. This was empty and made... Oh, maybe that's just the sound of opening the altar. Wonder what would happen if I put something in it. Though, I'm kind of curious. No, I guess nothing. Huh. Oh, this is a soulbound weapon. Well, I am the rightful ruler of these lands. It's only right that I equip this wand. It's also better than the wand I'm using. Find soul. No, that's fine. 200 raw damage. 20% raw damage. Raw ignores all damage reduction. Oh, cool. Alright, well. Is something wrong with my hand? Okay. Cool. You know what? I wish I could rename stuff, because I'd rename this to the Inquisitor's Inquisitor's Judgment. God, I love the way my character looks.
We just don't have the mana. Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something? Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Haelmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Amen. Amen. Can I please? Oh my God! I should make this my quote. I'm actually gonna take the time to write this down. I'm gonna put this. This will be associated with me from now henceforth. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd. I'm gonna modify that, man. Who looks at who looks for solutions instead of bitching about problems. I have to add this as some sort of variant. That is probably the strongest quote. I mean, it's not like I've never seen this anywhere else, but what I mean is this is the strongest statement. It speaks to who I am. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an Animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights, warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructing the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Diana lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. And when you get the research, bring it to Dunstan. That's his area of expertise, anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Something else I can do for you? You're in charge of the Crucible Knights. Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is our leader. He's the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and to keep order for the Duke. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. Crosses his hands behind his back. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hadrian's day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunrid Row can certify that many of our officers come from good Deerwooden fighting stock. Okay. Now, we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? He snorts. They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day, and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they're no patience for law and order. Tell me about the enterprising families. House Dominal, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. So typical. Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about it. Oh, my mind is a dirty place sometimes. Well, good job. Staying on top is, it's not easy. Just gonna finish stretching. I stood up to do that. I'm in a lot of pain, so if you're watching this and wondering why it's taking me more time to do things and or uh, there are pauses, it's really because, well, unfortunately, I get migraines. It's as simple as that. They last for a long time, talking days, and they're painful. That's really all I can say. See, this is locked. There's a way I can try to open it, at least for the XP. I don't really care about the gear inside. Lockpick, sure.
That's settled.
If it makes you rest easier.
I don't know if I'll be able to do it up here.
And what does the flame reveal? That's settled.
Stealing is a complete joke. Alright, only one last named character. Wyla. The Justicier's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over at you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? She lowers her voice. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there. And yet, this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without any soldiers whispering about those disappearances. She shakes her head. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... Okay, I'll look into it. She steps back and regards you. After what I just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? What's the harm in letting me try? Well, if you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on the novitiates. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. And tell me a little bit about Heritage Hill. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago, all the residents went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Now, every novitiate that stands guard there, every single one that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. She holds up one plate-clad finger. The why and the how are questions for the animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working, for now. If there's nothing else, I must attend to my duties. No, there's nothing else. Yet another quest. Okay. This is good, since the primary source of XP is questing. I think that's probably my only complaint with the game. I feel like I should get XP for everything I do,
Ah, the life of a
not
traveler.
just a
So many
few things
ruins
I
to
do.
uncover, places to see.
Indeed.
And that's really a
After
complaint
5
more because
years,
that's
only
what I'm
after
used to.
that.
It is true.
So I'll
You
take a
have been
quick
at
look
it
at the
far
quest and
longer
see
than I. Where will
where
you
I
go
want
next,
to go.
when you have all the world to choose from?
Jesus, Kana, shut up. Okay, Copper Lane, outside of the city, Andra's Gift, Dunrid Row, Curran. Where the hell is Dunrid Row again? Is that Brackenbury? I haven't been to Andra's Gift yet. I have quests there. We could complete the exploration. I want to unlock Heritage Hill, actually. So that's up here.
Home, of course.
And I haven't been to the Valian Embassy, so that's... Actually, we should probably check that place first.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Vicent Agosti?
Hail and well met.
What can this humble servant of the republics do for you? Tell me about the Valian republics. They are rich in all ways, in wealth, in style, culture. If you were to go to the republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I am here because the Songreta Ducala wishes it, but when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Salona. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. Well, what do you do here? As the Valian ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with these Deerwood backwater idiots, and it must remain strong and profitable. All right, well. Looks like the Valians are based
And what does the flame reveal?
on Italy.
A simple test.
I can't.
That's settled. A simple test.
Oh, I can't open that one. Okay. Wow, that's the first chest I haven't been able to open in a while. Okay. So let's head over to Heritage Hill. Let's unlock that. And then we're going to head over to... we're going to go back to Copper Lane. We're going to take care... No, we're going to go to Andre's Gift and explore it. I want to explore everything first, and then we'll take care of all these city quests. I leveled up yesterday, but if the amount of time it took to level up is any indication... Oh, okay, no, it's going to be finished in 2 days and 16 hours. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. No? Okay, good. I have 14,000 coppers. I didn't see that. I should go back and buy that soulbound belt. So it looks like the soulbound items level up by fighting. Alright, Heritage Hill is now unlocked. Wish I knew how to unlock the Manmere Bridge. Andra's Gift it is. Let's go.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not
So all these statues that are unlit, I never noticed them before she told me about, about the fact that her statues were all unlit. Oh, there's blood over here. This man's fancy clothes are ripped, and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. Tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. Thank you, he gasps as he rises. My head. Oh, fuck, I can, What just happened? Carefully dabs at the bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. was just on my way to the club. He slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knee. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with a collie isn't worth this. He limps away. It's the club. What the hell's the club? Alright, I've got to use the bathroom, so I'm going to be right back, and apparently Adair wants to speak with me.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I'll be right back. Just a bathroom break, rather, and then we continue. Sorry that took so long. I had to empty out the air conditioning. I am back. Okay. I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. Oh boy, hold on. They get these young kids in there, and they tell them about blacksmithing, and about the revolution, and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Derwin's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of those knights will ever talk about is when they're going to get recognized as a real knighthood. When are we getting our titles and our lands? The High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. Wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. Yeah, I like this one. Trouble with having all these gods is you've got support no matter how dumb your ideas are. Maybe we had the right idea of blowing some of them up. Lets them to hide behind. Alright.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaroon of the Milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I hope
Hail,
you aren't
traveler.
expecting to find the leaden key in here.
Marco catches your eye. A golden hoop dangles from one ear, and his fine, fitted clothes whisper as he glides over to you. You have me at a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your magnificent eyes and perfect lips. Truly, it should be a crime for you to ever close them. He runs a finger along a perfectly symmetrical goatee. What can Orico do for you? Oh, this guy's a prostitute, isn't he? Well, just out of curiosity, tell me. Some things must be experienced to be believed. Yeah, no. I'm good. Big
Visit new
Dermsey.
lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Big Dermsey. The Orland man seems to walk with a slight limp. Doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? He just laughs and shakes his head. Is everybody in here a prostitute? Maya?
Good day, stranger.
The Amua Ama Awa Amawa woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tensed at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly if wary smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? Order refreshments. Wade's eyes are red-ribbed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug as if searching for something. He shivers and takes another drink. Why don't you just take one of them stools over there? He swats at the air in your general direction. Nowhere else for me to go. Not with the wife in a state, my boy. My. His face freezes with a stricken expression, and he turns back to the bar, muttering into his drink. Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Get Jeffa?
Hail, traveler.
Not from around here, are we? The young woman's voice rolls with the saucy cadence of Andra's gift. You need a local girl to show you the highlights. Lucky for you, I'm one of them. You're a local girl or a highlight. Well, that's clever. Both gorgeous. What else can you do with that clever tongue of yours? Yeah, maybe another time.
Got it.
I don't need to catch the clap. Older drunkard.
Hail and well met.
His robes are torn and stained with vomit. He turns his eyeless face towards you, wiping his mouth. Kid for a story? His speech is slurred and his voice is ragged. I told all the best stories. He slaps his chest. It's my club. Anyway. What club? The club for refined and prestigious gentlemen. He prods your shoulder. Wait. If you don't know about the club, you must be... He heaves, catching at his chest. After several precarious seconds, he recovers. Where was I? Oh, you must hear about the ring. The ring. He shoves it into your hand. Have to have that to get into the lounge. He hiccups. They don't just let anyone in, you know. He wipes a hand on his shredded robe. It's the most exclusive club in Defiance Bay. He slaps you on the back. And whatever you do, don't tell him you knew. He turns away, overcome by a fit of dry heaving. Okay. Linus Tulips?
Good day to you.
She leans on the bar, her black painted nails tapping the wood. What it'll be? Any of your regulars looking for work? They got to earn their ale money somehow. Take a look. Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Hail and well met.
Okay, she's...
Hail and well met.
Welcome back. I'm afraid things won't be as lively as usual. With that rowdy lot outside. What kind of trouble are you having? A frown ripples across her blue facial markings. The kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hardworking boys and girls. And our customers as well. Started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn. They've been driving my regulars away. She looks you up and down, scratching her chin. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift. But word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duck Aver to bother with us commoners. And I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. I could investigate as long as there's coin in it. You restore my business and there'll be plenty of that, alright? Maya draws closer. These thugs tend to roam in groups. It suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. She places one large finger on your chest. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. She winks. Got it? Kina, I'd rather just go chat up that guard with the wide hips, personally. But we ought to stop her people getting thrashed. At least. Got questions? What do you know about these attacks? She waves a hand at the door. You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming or going. She sizes you up. Maybe they would have let you pass, though. So that's something else. Is there someone here named Sorrel? She laughs. You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? Just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pend, or so they tell me. Fancy a go with her? She nudges you in the ribs. Best money you can spend in the Gift. 1,000 copper. I feel like this quest is just me losing money. Let's see where it goes. You find her quarters upstairs. She lays a large hand on your shoulder. Don't mind the burly fellows at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Okay.
Easy now.
Welcome.
Dwarven maid raises the hem of her skirt to show you a well-muscled leg. You've never experienced anything like this before, trust me. Okay, that's cool. Everybody in here is a prostitute. There are probably no quests. It's just prostitutes everywhere.
Good day, stranger.
Prostitute. Prostitute.
Greetings.
Yep. Prostitute. A nice ring. You may enter. Okay. First, let's go see Sorel.
Hail, traveler.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her. By the way, this is pronounced rouge, not rogue. In case anybody is watching this and has been typing rogue as R-O-U, it's R-O-G-U-E for rogue. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, probably my only one left. Dusts her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Sorel is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. It is rather warm in here. Oh, no. There's something I need to discuss with you. She runs a smooth finger along her neck and under your chin. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. Your friend Thristwin sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. Sorel raises her chin. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused. She crossed her arms and paces in a slow circle around you. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I really am sorry for him, but I'll bet anything he lives better now than he did in Glenfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving it up just because Thurston suddenly got nostalgic. She laughs. It's worth 6,000 pans. If you've got that kind of coin, I'll gladly help you spend it. Oh boy. Um. Oh no! I don't want to sleep with her.
Hello.
Intimidate her. Stay quiet. Oh man, I feel dirty. First of all, I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna reload. It's out the game. Don't usually do this, but I didn't want to sleep with her. I don't need the clap in my life. A, I don't need the clap, and B, there has to be. What I wanted to do was see if I can increase my intellect so that I can somehow talk her out of it. Okay. So, how much intellect do I have? 16. So I would need 2 more. Smite. Constitution and perception. Perception. It's 1 intellect. Well, shit. Was sold downstairs. All right, let's go downstairs and do that. See if that does it.
Good day, stranger.
Oh, may as well buy 6. On pies. Don't appear to have any duck. Okay, I do have duck's meatloaf. Okay.
Greetings.
Shit, even though I have... Oh, god damn it! So buffs from items don't count for the interactions. That sucks. Because I should be buffed. Wait, what? Oh, I ate the wrong thing. Oh, that's my bad. Okay. No. It's this one, right?
Gods keep you.
Ah, okay. You won't get any more than 4,000 for this. Alright, well. She gave me a ring as well. I've already paid for my time with you. I'd like to use it. So I spent 5,000 copper helping this guy out. Worth every copper if it gives me good XP. I don't sleep with prostitutes. Not because there's anything wrong with them, but because I ain't getting the clap. What's this?
Indeed.
Yeah, Resolve is just a straight out buff to defenses. But what else does it do? I don't know the stats as well as I would like. Concentration, Deflection, and Will. I'll keep it on me. Gon's Pledge can go on somebody else, even though I never use it. It's not a particularly good ring. Vincent Dwellier. The man looks down his nose at you. So, you're a member, I see. Are you here for the exclusive club equipment? Yeah, I guess I am. Well, then. Nice. Plus 8 tactic. Okay. Pike jaw rod. 450% damage. Lysandra's blade. Jeez. I mean, they're all basically the same weapon, right? Darkosi Paladini's longsword of Inclani. Is this just a fancy way of Gilt Blade of Lorn? The Maverick. Scope Hundaku's Evil Black Arquebus. Alright, Citra Akara. A two-handed pistol. Sword of Dionysus. This one's more expensive. DR bypass 3. That's probably innate to the weapon. Crooked Bee Bow. Hunting Bow. Oh, I should get that. Crate's Remorse. The Temperacle. This is, that's tempting. And the Spectacular Spetum. Crate's Remorse. I'm probably going to pick this up. What does he have armor-wise? Nothing? Alright, this is definitely a good vendor. Speaking of vendor, I probably have a shit ton of things to sell. I just need to make sure that helmet's not in there. It's not in there. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I don't know if this is important, but I think I should probably keep a hold of it just in case. I think perception is one of his main stat. No, it's not. It's resolve. So if clerics is resolve, might turns. So I guess that's probably not the best thing on him. Is perception good for you? Yeah. Accuracy and reflex. So shit. Let's give you the cloak of perception then. When I get back to my stronghold, I'm gonna do a cleanup of everything.
Hmm?
Hmm. Hmm. Sorry about that. So, I can get into the water over here.
The better part of valor.
Hmm. A young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands are stiffened around a dagger, and his soul lingers nearby, something confused and lost in the seaside fog. Well, I'm gonna say something nice to him. Hey, Copeless, how you doing? I'm I'm not as well today. My migraine is back at full strength. I had a good day yesterday, and today is back to the pain. But aside from that, I'm okay, thanks. Yourself? You did a brave thing, son. Gods will reward you in the next life. Destron's soul absorbs this thought and ebbs in the ocean mists around the dock. Take the dagger. The letter B is carved into the pommel. Okay. Find Darren's family. Didn't even see a corpse there. Oh no, hopeless. Were you trying to post a link, or were you typing something with a period too close to it? Ah, mistype, yeah. The bot can't tell the difference. I figured that's what it was.
Hello? Hello?
So there's nothing out here. Hmm.
I shall
Hell
lead
is
its
that? Okay.
Hmm?
Aye?
Ready, Watcher.
Hey,
What? Following your lead.
hmm?
How may I help?
Hmm?
Arthek Worth and Roth!
I don't know if I can. Okay, I can't knock over a rain blight, whatever that is. Watching my stream of playing ESO. You know, one day I'm gonna have to give that game a shot, a fair shot, because I have played it. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I think the problem was I just had a different idea about what the game was supposed to be. Ouch. Let's mark these animats. I'm not a big fan. Things I've never fought before.
Lava will be on secret!
Can't get a good shot.
These animats are no joke. Barely injured.
Hey.
Shadow!
I think it's under control now.
Onward! This isn't.
I shall. Nice and quiet.
I'm here.
It's like they were guarding this pillar. I had it years ago and hated it. Just give it a new shot 3 weeks ago, and you're really enjoying how much it's changed? Yeah, that's the thing. I tried it years ago as well, and I didn't. I felt nothing about it. I guess it just felt like generic. See, the stream has Pillars 2 on sale. So tempted. I haven't played this one though. Steam. My bad. I misread that. Um, Top portion of the scepter. The short spike one end for attaching the finial. Okay. So I think the first one's on special as well. I don't know how deep the discount is. I mean, the game's been out.
This I haven't seen before.
The game's been out for a while, so like within scepter base quest item. All right. Oh, more of our friends down there. Okay. You know, typing skills showing today. Oh, no big deal. Dude, man, it's all good. I'm not one of those people that's gonna correct you or anyone else repeatedly based on their uh, their typing. So he can't hurt these blights with his gun. But they're rain blights. Well, no, that's piercing damage. All right, you'll shoot the animats.
Following your lead.
It's the same business. We'll send in the dog first. This time I want. Here we go. I want to hit them with a despondent blows and blind. Try and fight it out against them. Do that. Um, Here's the slow mode. Okay. Actually, let's hit them with the. Can't hit all of them. Let's hit them with the blind. Okay, good.
Yes?
I'm here.
Laying low.
Don't know what the deal is with these guys down here, but That hat's just killing me styling. Dude, I love this hat so much, dude. I really love I mean I love the whole costume. I started out with this magnificent beard, and now the hat and the Inquisitor's robes, like I changed the color. This was my old color, I believe, just black. And when I saw it, I said, "No, that doesn't look good." And I said, "Can I get this to look like a Spanish Inquisitor?" And fuck yeah! I mean, look at me, man.
Hmm?
Favorite costume ever. Gwithin Scepter Shaft. All right.
Yes?
I don't know what this is for. I don't remember seeing anything about uh, assembling a staff, but I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point.
Good day to you.
An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You, don't look like a god. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's large, a round opal with Ingwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ship that went down over there? We're looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Imatal doesn't sound like a dear wooden name. It does kind of sound Aztecish. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Tell me more about this missing cargo. He licks his lips. Yeah, we started in Cold Morn and we're making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. What exactly happened? He massages the opal in a clammy palm. Well, when we reached Dennis Rest, we may have agreed to take on a few crates from some place called Clearban Relag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. He shrugs. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers buy dirty stockings, if you say they came from the ruins. He closes his hand around the opal in a white-knuckled grip. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. Seen my share of barroom brawls, but this shit sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. He shudders. I saw one of them suits of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch. Well, so I closed it. He squeezes his eyes shut. You had to keep those monsters from getting out? Mottle shakes his head, his eyes still closed. That's what I keep telling myself. He rolls the stone between his hands. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Andre's gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled us up in the nets. He shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter. When I recall, there are 3 other pieces, and I bet you anything if there's someone in the shadows, too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. Well, I've already found the missing pieces. His bristled eyebrows rise to a peak. You mean you got past those armored monsters? I don't know how. He shakes his head. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you this last piece. He holds up the opal. And the name is someone who bought out. All I want is 200 pans for getting the cargo here. Sound fair? You want 200 pans for locking the rest of the crew in the hold and sinking the ship? Look, he rubs the back of his sunburned neck. How about 100? I'm just trying to get by into the next job. Okay. He accepts your money and gives you the opal. It's still warm from his hands. Yeah, why not go to the Brackenbury Sanitarium and find a guy called Nance? A gal called Nance. She'll know more about this artifact, and I know for a fact she brought them for my crew here. The model gazes over the water. Anything else you need? Nope. Well, how's business? Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought.
Laying low.
Battered against these levies during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places. A simple test. That's settled.
Marcino. This young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Good day to you.
If you've a moment... if you've a moment. You're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. I could use your help. What's the problem? Oh, thank ye. They weren't lying saying you're a kind-hearted soul. He runs a hand through his hair nervously. It's the captain. Or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest, his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of his things, what with us staying in port a couple of days, and I may have got a little distracted. Marcino nods towards the buildings nearby. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, he chest was gone. He sets a pleading look on you. It really hasn't been that long. Well, whoever took it can't be too far. But the shift's changed and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the Artem. Please, if you could get it back for me, I swear by the flame I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortinero finds out anyway. Any idea where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it get carried around either. I figure they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They cannot have gone too far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't gotten open. Unless they take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods. If they've got it open, I am really done for. Alright, well, I'll find the chest.
A touch of Margren's fire should settle spirits here.
What? Okay, you know what? We'll do the lighthouse last. That sounded wonderful. What kind of major city is this? Nia. Now hiring builders. As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Her clothes are simple, but nicer than most you've seen in Andra's gift. Pays good money. Take it you're having trouble finding workers? Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. She shakes her head. For good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the floods of Andra's gift. Because of the war, the flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. Have you gone inside? Who, me? He laughs nervously. Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate, and all that dust... She sighs. All right, when I saw two Amawa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. All right, I'll take a look. Good. About time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. She hands it to you. She hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. I have some questions. Do you know what might be inside the lighthouse? If only, Nia shrugs. It's been uninhabited since they flooded Andra's gift. What are you building exactly? An inn, allegedly. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seemed ready for some fresh development. So imagine my excitement when I found this place, 3 floors tall and right on the water, for sale at a reasonable price. Seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I had taken the time to really look into it. Stupid. Being from New Haomar, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse. And the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. Alright. Oh yeah, I guess we are going to the lighthouse. It's right next door, let's take care of it. And how bad could it possibly be in there? It's probably like haunted by the ghost of somebody who drowned, you know? Horribly. And just wants to be away from the water. That's gonna be my guess.
Let's see what lies this way. I can do that.
Holy shit!
I can.
Well, okay, I can knock down a shade. Alright. Sure how that works, but okay. Not that one. Holy shit, where are they all coming from? This is not good. know Aleph is low. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Let's kill these three first. There's nothing I can do about Itamak. Thankfully, Itamak's been tanking like a damn boss. Alright, Derek can now get it here.
I'm here. That's not
Well, that was a little insane.
Slow and silent.
I can do that. That's settled.
Indeed.
I'll do freeze damage. Let me prepare myself a little bit, because that hurt. Not cool. Not at all. Well, should be able to rest first, but then I'm gonna spam some food. Camping is not allowed in this area. Okay, I guess we can't rest. Pretty much me and Aloth that got our asses kicked. Right. Of course.
Following your lead.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't nearly as bad as what we went through earlier.
Laying low. I shall.
Really kind of curious now what happened here that was way better. Yeah. Compared to part 1 of that,
Laying low.
no comparison. I am curious what happened here that this place is a haven for undead.
And what does the flame reveal?
Yeah, well, here we go. Jesus.
I'm here.
Oh, Jesus. Is this it? Where's the one that... Maybe it was a druid spell? I guess it was a druid spell. Well, that's not good. I don't know if I can make spirits afraid, but let's try it. I mean, got nothing else going for me. I'm nearly out of spells. Oh, this is great.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, we are in trouble. I don't know why they hate me so much, but I have a feeling I'm going to die here. I think I'm dead. Nope, I got 4 hit points left. I'm not dead, but I'm damn close to it. That's the first time I got knocked out. Yeah, really focused me down on that one.
Mow it. Roak 10.
Yeah, we need to get out of here and rest. Unless I can rest here. Apparently I can rest here.
Of course.
Okay. Well, and we're gonna do that because otherwise, I don't know. When is that turn undead spell when you need it? Oh, we don't get turn undead. You know what we get? We get a radiant, holy radiance. It burns them, and it only works on vessels. Otherwise, it heals. And I don't think a spirit counts as a vessel. Actually, let me check. I actually don't know if they're considered vessels. I know like a ghoul is a vessel. because it's undead. Those little wicks are vessels. I guess they might be, actually. In which case, I'm burning them, but I'd really rather turn them. Man, Baldur's Gate 2 kind of got that right. Okay, camping bonus. That could be useful. Let's go with damage reduction for me. And Aloth, for you. We'll go with damage reduction 2. For you, we'll go with an accuracy bonus. No, damage versus flank is good, but accuracy bonus versus spirits. And for you, we'll keep the heal multiplier on. And for you, nothing. I wonder if you can even die permanently. Characters will be maimed instead of dying permanently the first time their health reaches 0. Oh, okay. So you can die. Alright. Restricted stash. Knockout injuries. Combat. Oh, I don't care about that. Qualifiers display. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well,
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
let's buff up and let's move out. Transformers. Move out. Okay. Let's get some duck beetloaf into everybody. I don't know what the hell is going on in here, but it's clear that this is these enemies are no joke. Okay, here it is.
Yes?
I can do that. That's settled.
Okay, there's another floor. Let's go before our food runs out. Save and jump up the stairs, boys.
Hello? Hello?
Lilith! Uh-oh. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from a spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. Attack the Banshee, okay. Back away. Yeah.
And what does the flame reveal?
Let's just, you know, logbook. The logbook expels a thick plume of dust. Loggy port full, push your ships. Okay. Red Dream. Nia might know more about it. Lockpick.
That's settled.
Jack of Wide Waters. Okay. Lilith Shawl. I'm surprised she didn't go crazy when I took that. All right, well then we're gonna go downstairs and talk to Nia, and not piss off the Banshee. Not because I don't want to fight it, but because I'd like to see what happened to her. And I figure if I kill her, I'm not gonna find out. Could be wrong. This game's been pretty binary so far. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's, you know, it seemed like there's usually one of two outcomes to every quest, which is well, it's maybe disappointing. Not isn't the word. I don't know.
Greetings.
So, have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? This ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in New Haomar laden with spoils from Rautai traders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. Ah! Nia points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merowith, takes a shore leave over at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. She shakes her head. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Okay, so I've got to go to Brackenbury. Okay. I remember Merowith. She was an unpleasant sort. I wonder what the end result of this will be.
I can do that. That's settled.
Do they not roll on a random encounter when you camp? Not, not that I can tell. Hello?
Hello.
You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? Maybe?
Hello.
Who are you? Mayfree, a lieutenant with the Dozens. We're the last fighting force in Defiance. Okay. So the thugs are part of the Dozens. Great. What's this here again? Oh, more thugs. Got as much right to stand. They don't like what I said. I've got as much right to stand here as the guys going into that warhouse. They don't like what I got to say, they can go someplace else. Show him the dagger you found on Darren. Does this belong to you? That's mine, all right. And no one touches my dagger and lives. Well, I'd like to see you try, you piece of shit. I don't know what all that is. Probably backstab. That's the missile attack. Alright. Fucking child-killing sack of shit. Prepare to die. Of course, I'm the one that gets blapped. Asshole. Well, I avenged that poor kid.
I'm here.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
I haven't run into a single random encounter, so I assume they don't exist. Well, this stuff ain't worth stealing. Just a random house with some Pillars of Eternity backers in them.
Your brother, did you and he get along?
We got along how brothers do. He used to throw water on me to wake me up in the morning. I used to fill his boots with stinging ants.
My own brothers and sisters are doing very well for themselves, back in Takoa. I don't know that they'd search for me if I were killed so far from home.
Brothers can be
wouldn't.
funny. I bet you'd be surprised how far they go.
Flame, and sound.
Okay. Because that really was just an abandoned house. Trying to look for the kid's family. So there was a kid that died in the water. His body was in the water, rather. I found out he had been trying to
I'll
stop
take a
a
look.
rape, and well, the rapist killed him with a dagger, left the dagger in his body. So I am just trying to find. You hear about my boy? Maybe this is her. The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles, and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen, somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? That's it, I found Darren. Thank the Sea Mother. Where is he? Darren was murdered. I'm so sorry. Auda's mouth falls open, and she stares back in shock. My boy's dead? That can't be. What happened? Um... Darren was defending one of the prostitutes from a couple of thugs. He was very brave, and you should be proud. He crossed two dangerous men near the brothel. I'll say that. She sobs and quickly brings a hand to her mouth. Her eyes are bright with tears. Gods, how could this make it any better? I would never have let my boy die for one of those women. And yet, I can only pray the gods will be kinder to him in the next life. Maybe there's hope for one of my children. After several seconds, she closes her eyes and swallows. I suppose it's better to know the truth than to keep wondering. Thank you, at least, for bringing me answers. Here now, take these. I've been keeping several of Darren's things. Oh no, okay, I'm just insane. I've been saving several keepsakes for Darren one day, but he won't need them now, and I doubt I'll have another child to pass them on to. Oof. Well, sorry to be the one to be the bearer of bad news, as they say. But thanks for the XP. Yes, yes. A young elvish man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into someone's home like this. Who do you think you are? Who are you? The elf who lives here. Then get the hell out. All right, that's fair. You know, I have been barging into people's homes. Pretty fair. I accept that.
Ready, Watcher.
I'm here.
To go inside of another abandoned home, quote unquote. Ah, good. Drug addicts. What are you doing here? This is our place? Yeah, sure.
Nice and quiet.
Oh, hey, look at that. I swear to God, I don't know how many of those I'm missing because I've been forgetting to. I'm not going to go back and to every place I've been in Scout, but I have been forgetting to do that quite often.
I shall be discreet.
Okay, imagine it's a big deal, but well, shit. I guess that's it. Looked everywhere else for these thugs. A hooded figure leans against a wall. When he notices you draw near, he stands upright and raises his hand to halt your approach. If you know the words, speak them, and we can do business. If not, then we are done speaking. Apparently, I know the words. Yik Nibion Ildfion? I apologize for the unpleasantries. I am Kurnt, a midnight merchant, as some would say. I deal in sensitive commodities. Precautions must be taken. Now, let us do business. Oh shit, he was not fucking lying. He's got that good shit. Alright. Have you seen anyone come this way carrying a large chest? It depends. Have you come also carrying money? The coins disappear from your hand. They went south, along the pier. Well, thank you, Current. Ah, well, here it is. Walder Three Fingers. Four people stand gathered around what appears to be a wooden chest. One of them, a grizzled and rough-looking character, looks up at you, then sneers. Took a wrong turn somewhere, did you? Best turn around and walk on. Lefty Lisk. There's a sudden snapping sound from the direction of the chest, and a second, smaller man lets out a frustrated groan. Damn it, that's the second lockpick! He looks up at you and stills. Oh. Walder rolls his eyes and then turns to you. You've walked down your last pier. Okay. I feel like that's a little unfair, and that there are many more piers in my future, but, I mean, whatever. Some people are just like that, man. over here. Mark lefty and just kill him. No, fuck you. Fuck off. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to kill me.
Okay.
Yes?
Reeft al filat yili.
Oh, this guy's still around. Oh my god. I was wondering, I'm like, why isn't combat over? Alright, kill him, boys. The sea chest bears a large embossed sigil of the ship and the word Fortanero beneath it in gilded letters. It's held shut by a heavy brass padlock. Well, we'll take it. Bring it back to the dude. I'm no thief. Okay, let me rephrase that. I will steal from shitters, as I like to call them, but not from a dude who just, who might lose his life/job. Alright, Hopeless, have a great day, man. Thanks for watching. Oh. Looks like I'm in another fight. Get in there, bro. They're all doing knockdown, huh? Hit this one.
Reeft al filat yili.
Looks like it belongs to a house in Andra's gift. I don't remember which one was locked. We'll find it. In the meantime, let's go return that chest.
God's damn that son of a coup.
Oh! The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out towards the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head towards you.
Want to run it down on its luck, Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains. True enough. Vertzano's just lucky no one's trying to pay him in steel these days. Sooner or later, his luck will run out.
Okay. Wait, what? I thought that was an NPC I could... Oh,
Gods keep you.
okay, that's a really good ring. Um, but let's keep moving for now. Hmm. Yeah, I gained much more XP in this area than I did in the last 3 areas combined. That's pretty crazy.
Welcome.
Here you are, contents intact. You did it! I mean, I knew you would, but thank you, man. You saved your life, my friend. I owe you one. Here's the week wages, like I promised. Nah, you can keep it. A drinking horn of moderation. Okay. What's that all about? +2 intellect, while endurance is above 50%. Okay. That'll put me on par with Aloth, meaning my AoEs will be just as good. So why not? And the save, because this is a pretty good amulet for Edda right now. The save rope can go to Mr. Gets beaten the shit out of all the time. Will save can go to her. Not that her will save is terrible, but it should help her out a little bit. And what is he using? Yeah, he can keep the cloak of protection. Alright, cool. So much experience with that. I think it was 200. Yeah, about that. Not a lot, but honest 3, benevolent 2. Yeah, I gotta see really anything negative come out of my mouth in my character in this game. Not for the first playthrough. The second playthrough, I'll play unlike me, which is that I will be a complete Sith Lord. That's one of the things I miss about the Old Republic. You had your good storyline where you could still have, relatively ruthless decisions, and then you had your bad storyline where you had relatively. I mean, I guess they weren't good decisions, but it was fun. I like that particular duality of it. What are we doing? We have got to go to the. Looks like a house in Audra's gift. What house? That's Auda's house. It's not gonna be that. That house was wide open. I don't think. I think this door was locked actually. Is it locked? I don't know. No. I know there was one that was locked. I think it might have been further to the left. It's either this one or this one, I think. Okay, well,
Well met, friend.
hear about the trouble at the Salty Mast? Ordinarily, Kith are angry, as they should be with the crooked Omoa toting up to the nobles. She sneers. Ordinary Kith are angry, okay. She's using the tragedy of Waitwin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Edarin overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Maya's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? Spoiler alert, life is not fair. We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. You tell her to back down. Maya might be making a fortune, but her employees aren't. You're hurting them even more. I hadn't thought of it that way. Her dull pauldrons sag. I guess there's no point to this, is there? She looks at the thugs standing around her and finally nods. Tell Maya we'll leave her people alone. Like, how could you not see that? Why are people so stupid? The video game obviously is written this way, but,
Gods keep you.
like, you're gonna go beat up their workers to get at her? She- she's just gonna find more workers. Or worse, she'll just take her money and quit, and now there's no establishment. There's only one way to deal with a person who doesn't have any empathy. You strike at them. They're the only person they care about. Okay, so now that this is taken care of, I go to Brackenbury, speak with the elf, and then go back to the lighthouse.
Good day to you.
I talked with the ringleader. She's agreed to leave you alone. Maya's brow ridges rise. Well, that's a welcome surprise, and one worth celebrating. Take some coppers and enjoy yourself. Her smile widens. And if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. Sagani raises one eyebrow. Someone's given you the talk, right? Because Kalu's the one who handles it with our children. But if no one's ever explained it to you. A knowing grin warps her blue markings. Now just what can I do for a strapping lad like yourself? Okay, nothing. I'm good. What experience did that translate to? 600.
Yes?
Jesus Christ. XP is given out like a uh grudgingly, like it's from a miser's hands.
Of course.
Wonder what the max level is in this game. Alright, off to Brackenbury. Stominal. Shard barrel. It's probably House Dominal.
Hail and well met.
Thristwin, did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Cyril? Yep, I did. Thristwin's eyes are as wide and round as the artifact in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves a bag of coin into your hand. This is everything I have. Take it, please. This isn't quite everything you have. I mean, I paid 5,000 copper for this, and I can't see what I'm getting. Anyway, thank you. You'll always be an honored guest among the Shattering Spear. Farewell. He hurries out of the inn, his fancy cloak dragging on the ground. Twin Elms Minor Positive. I don't know where the Twin Elms are, but cool. And now I've got to find that elf. If I remember correctly, she's upstairs. Oh, there's a downstairs here too? I don't, did I go downstairs? I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I did. Game really has trouble with footstep sounds, apparently. Ah, there she is. Someone at the old lighthouse in Andra's Gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. She looks over at you, narrowing her eyes, but that doesn't mean I believe you. She leans in, her voice a low hiss. You better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No, her snarl flashes a gold tooth. She turned me out. We were poorer than fishermen who live there now, and when she learned I put food on our table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it would be the mercy of the gods. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. Whoever she was, she ignored the Adiran advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She turns her eyes away. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it from. She gulps down the rest of her wine. I'll go. Perhaps it'll give both of us some peace. Oh boy. I feel like I just got her killed. Was her mother. Oh. Taxes collected. Lost 449 copper to bandits. Earned 242. How's that? I've been raising my defenses. How did I lose even more gold to bandits? I, I don't understand. It's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I want to go to the lighthouse now. People told me the stronghold was going to make me loads of cash. So far, I've got about 9% of what I put in to rebuild. So, I guess that's. I mean, I guess I could just sit at my stronghold and click rest, a million times, and make my money back. But that seems boring. And I don't know why, but I get the sense that I'm pretty far along. I mean, there might be stuff out here, and obviously the Twin Elms stuff, there's stuff to do here, but I don't know what part is the expansion and what part is like obviously this part's the main game. But anyway, I don't know. That's all I know. So I don't know how big it is. This is chapter 2 already, so I feel like this is where most of the meat of the game is supposed to be. But chapter 1 was over in, if I hadn't been reading,
To him. My standards changed around year 2.
literally reading everything or nearly everything out loud, uh, man, I could have completed in 8 hours. This is a game that's supposed to have 100 plus hours of content. Anyway, we'll see.
Good day, stranger.
You'll never guess what happened. Nia points to the lighthouse. I was keeping an eye out for you, and who strolls down the dock but Merwith herself? You should have seen the stares she got. But she walks right into the lighthouse, never a word to anyone. And just when I'm sure she's met some awful fate in there, she strolls right out, still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumors about Merwith and the last lighthouse keeper. She shakes her head. I don't know what to believe, but everyone else around here is convinced the place is safe again. We even got a construction crew ready to start work. Alright. She takes a deep breath, a big contented smile on her face. And I know I've got you to thank for it. Come, here, this is for you. And when the renovations are done, you should come back. I got big plans for this place. Okay. Well, shit, that didn't take long. How do you like what I've done with the place? The rooms are still in construction, but I can get you food and drink if you like. Yeah, sure. That works for me, because I gotta refill my stores after that last, uh, fight. We got plenty of those. We're out of these. We need another 6 of these. We definitely could use 6 of those. We need 6 of these. And we need 6 of you. And which one is the 2 ale? Okay, ale we'll take. Spirits is constitution, yeah. Take some spirits. And that's it. And we'll pay with the detritus that we find regularly. Pen deflection. Oh wow. Alright. Alright, well, somehow all the chests are restocked and ready for looting. Okay, maybe not all of them, but alright. I still hear the spirit?
Light, flame, and sound.
No, I was sneaking in here. If there's anything I would have missed, it would have been right in front of the Banshee, but that's it. Okay. Alright. So, that's another one down. Something popped up with the stronghold earlier. What was it? The Weaver's Song added, okay. Book of Comfort, 102 minor items. Trip to interception. Body was never found and she was assumed. Well, good luck. Let's double check our missions. We got rid of quite a few. So, I mean, my reputation in Defiance Bay should be up, so we can try that again. Nope, nope, nope. I've got to find Dunrid Row, and I know I've been there before. I just don't remember which one it's in. Nope, can't do that. Or I could, but not yet. And Copper Lane. And then there's the main quest. I'm not gonna do the main quest. All the side shit's done. I think everything in here is done though. Explored everywhere. Pretty much done all the quests. I think I even went to the Valen trading thing. No, I talked to the guy. I never went in, so we gotta go in. And maybe the paladin went inside. At least I'm assuming she's a paladin. That's what Mad X said. I think he knows what he's talking about. Let's go inside and see. Liena.
Well met, friend.
Okay. So she's a nobody. Okay, that's worth taking.
Easy now.
Mystery Verzano. A man stands in the corner of the warehouse, directing traffic. Gems wink from the many rings on his fingers as he points and waves at the laborers. His silk clothes, though finely embroidered, aren't new. You notice a couple of mended seams around the shoulders and a discreet patch on one elbow.
Welcome.
When he sees you, he throws his arms wide in an expansive welcome. Greetings! You have come to the warehouse and headquarters of the Valiant Trading Company. He consults a pocket watch. Some of the gold filigree has chipped away. But you are late! I sent word to the expedition hall yesterday. This delivery cannot wait. Who is the feathered woman? Ah, you must mean Palagina. She's a paladin in employ of the Valiant embassy. He chuckles. She's a good soldier, but not so good at taking orders. Too hot a temper, I'm afraid. She seemed angry. He laughs again. That is no surprise. She's hot-headed. A woman in a brotherhood of paladins, and touched by the gods in such an unusual way. Something else I can help you with, or shall I return to my business? What's the delivery? He tugs at his beard. I must assume, then, that you are not from the company I contacted at the expedition hall. He waves a hand. But you are here, and they are not. It is a bag of bitter squash seeds, which are prized for their medicinal properties. Few merchants in Defiance Bay deal in them. but those that do know their value. Okay, I'll do it. He clasps his hands together. Excellent! Now deliver this package to a man named Garrett at the Goose and Fox in Copper Lane. He will know what to do with it. He slips a bag of pebbly seeds into your hand. Return to me when you are done, and I shall see to your payment.
Good day to you.
Okay. Alright. I gotta deliver a bag of seeds to somebody.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Oh, shit. I want to get experience for unlocking these. Hey, warehouse hand. We're really interested in buying one of these chests and stuff. But you're disturbing us. Can you get the hell out of here?
Hey.
Please? Get out. Thank you so much.
A simple test. I can do that. That's settled.
I'm here.
Hello? Hello?
Bloody warehouse hands? They have anything better to do than do their job here?
And what does I can do that? That's settled.
I'm here.
Take from the rich, give to the poor. It's a me, a Robin Hood.
Indeed.
Aside from his house, I've been everywhere. Okay, I don't remember where I was gonna go. So there are a lot of metagame stuff I have to do. Or not metagame, but party management and whatnot. I make an effort to do that off stream, so people don't have to watch me preparing the characters. And I will be stopping the stream in about an hour's time, so I'll do all of that later. Otherwise, I would have gone around and started looking at, stuff to buy, some really good equipment to buy, because I haven't really taken the time to do that. Okay, I don't know where Dunrid Row is, so I've gotta figure that out. And I gotta go to Copper Lane. There's 2 things in Copper Lane and 1 thing, I think, in Brackenbury. So let's go to Brackenbury and check. Hadrit House, Spires. I could have sworn this was it, so let's go double check. Dunrid, okay, yeah, this is the right place. And that's the dude, I think?
Greetings.
Show him Penhelm's affidavit. Is this real? He holds the page, but seems to stare through the words as if at something woven in the fabric of the paper. He bares his pointed teeth. I remember Penhelm, a preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist when I told him he was a sole descendant of an Idirian general, one who fought against Hadrit's rebellion. He scans the affidavit. A forgery, and not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you. But I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. He points to the wax stamped by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Alot's gaze flickers to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him? Seems rather unfair. Yeah, life's unfair, Aleth. Besides, that guy got the other dude kicked out and stole his breastplate. That's pretty fucked up. Penhelm's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step towards you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. What does this mean to you? Cheer up. I always thought you were someone special. Soon everyone will know you are. What does this mean to you exactly? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored years for it, and it all hangs on some coincidence of a past life. Any dear wooden, rich or poor, can aspire to a position in the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of High Justice, except for those of us born with the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. You're still a piece of shit. So, he draws his sword and spits at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this. Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Okay, let's reduce their accuracy to shit. See if I can't knock them all down without screwing my guys over. Mark Penhelm. And focus him, my dear. This is not good. Defend me, slave. Okay, knock him back. And slow these dudes so I can actually get away from them.
That's right. Between
Okay, now I only have to disengage from one. Good. You're gonna have to melee too. Both Aloth and myself are too weak to engage in melee. Everybody else is good. Let's get some quick deflection up. And let's terrorize them. It's still fucking coming for me.
Yes?
Seriously, dude, leave me alone. What am I doing that I'm like enemy number one to everybody? Jeebus, everybody wants to kill me. This is ridiculous. Give me the Phantom, it's better than those Drakes. Look at this guy. Like, I know where he's going. Look at him. Wait, this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Is it? Alright. I guess I just go straight to Copper Lane.
You must have seen some amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. Plenty.
The Ranganui, and see all those things for myself.
Help you with what, kid? For Durgan steel, it doesn't count because somebody makes it. Dagger made of real March steel. I don't think I should give you... I'm sure your parents told you that you wouldn't be asking me. You're too young to play with knives. A 7-year-old kid wants me to go get him a knife. No, I'm not doing that. But if I'm going to be a real warrior, I have to start training young, since I have an old soul. Alright, sure, kid. Yeah, you know what? I'll go buy you a fucking dagger.
I
Whatever happens to you after that is your fault. Besides, I'm curious to see what will happen. Kid's like, hey man, can you buy me a dagger? Sure, yeah. Why not? Alright, Osric, we got your armor. Is this the armor you wanted? Osric wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, and then back at the breastplate. Reaches out for it slowly, as if expecting it to vanish before he can touch it. How did you manage this? You were right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Penelm forced me into a fight. Shame it ended like that. But he's the lying weasel who started it. You did all right. And therefore you're owed much. Stop by Sonal's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city. And I'll see she opens her inventory to you. Is this armor to you anyway? I think I already asked that. Looks around, trying to appear casual. It's nothing really, just a keepsake. It commemorates the Order of Magrum, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us dear Woodens, real dear Woodens. We don't have nobility or birthrights, unless you're some copper fucker from Adir. All we got is the honor we bring to our family name. Ah, copper fucker, there's a new one. So this, he pauses, considering the weathered metal, a pale image of its former self, but still catching the light, is something to live up to. Good for you, man. I'm glad I could help.
Good day, stranger.
Hey, Zill. Sounds like he's just repeating something he heard. You mean the kid or him? Bracers of all-consuming rage. Ooh. Scent of diseased yak. Snurf's folly. Well, he was not lying. There's some really good equipment in here. Summon a noble creature? Summons a beagle dog. Oh, man. Berserker's belt. Usable by barbarian.
I do have something, if you don't mind stepping on the toes of the Crucible Knights. Come to think of it, the Dominels won't be too pleased either. They've never liked seeing someone with nicer things than them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that. ¿Por qué a las dos? Yo no sé. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you even know the way, Tavarich? Do you even know the way? This is the question. Alright, I guess he's upstairs. Okay, well, that's Toontown Wexel. Is this the guy? No. Gareth. I didn't see a Gareth anywhere.
Hail, traveler.
This is the goose and the fox, yeah? This is a foxy goose. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Zano has a delivery for you. Glances around and snatches the pouch from you. Keep your voice down, will you? The Dominos have spies everywhere. He tucks the pouch away. Tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. What was in the pouch? Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly legal, many folk nowadays prefer that to the risk of homeborn. Or celibacy. What do the Dominals have to do with this? You have no idea, do you? Let's just say that the Dominals have exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. Farzano likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise, undercutting the competition, he says. Did I just do something illegal? No. He grins weakly. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised only to buy from me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, my lady, I was just explaining that we don't do business with anyone else. Except this last one time, right? Dana crosses her arms and rocks back on her heels. There's always one more deal, till you run out of credit, that is. Dana turns and regards you, looking you up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Aloth glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment. Just somebody making a delivery. Verzano put you up to this, didn't he? That's old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. She eyes the trembling Gareth. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing us both. What do you say to killing Verzano? What if I kill you instead? Why would I want to do that? You're like, what? Why wouldn't you? He's used you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything about what you were carrying or who you were crossing. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favor, and House Dominal is never stingy with its friends. She glances at Gareth, the loyal ones, anyway. I'll decide his fate when I talk to him again. Better make up your mind quickly, 'cause we're gonna pay him his dues one way or another. Just make sure you stay out of our way. Okay. Man, talk about killing the messenger or the delivery man.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, eh?
I never return empty-handed.
Where? What? Oh, yes. I was like, where? What am I supposed to do again? Gotta go see the record keeper. My reputation has gone up, so I should be able to do a companion or advance the companion quest. Um, it's for Adair or Eder. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He has an accent aigu on one of the e's, and in French it gives it a different sound. Instead of an it's an e. Éclair versus être. I guess not much of a difference, but a difference nonetheless. I don't know how it translates to English. I've never studied, I think it's Celtic. I just don't know. Be interesting to find out, though.
Gods keep you.
Okay, this guy still, I still don't have enough good reputation to do it. What is my reputation with Defiance Bay? Still only faintly good? After everything I've done? Ally, neutral, neutral. Alright. Well, I think I've done all the easy quests in this city. Okay, so we're going to travel back to our stronghold. And I'm going to take my break a little early. I was going to stream for another half hour. I'll be back when I'm done eating, cleaning, and all the like. It might take me an hour or two. The idea is that I'm going to look at all my character stuff, do inventory management, clean everything up, go buy the items I want, and then that way when I come back for the stream, you guys won't have to watch me doing that, and that's not what's going to be recorded. It also helps keep the playthrough length on YouTube, maybe for more manageable level for people who want to just leave it on. Because a 7-hour straight video on YouTube, it's long. I don't care about the views or anything. I care about how bad it'll be for people watching. So we're going back, quote unquote, to my home, where I was brutally threatened with death. A return to court.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Okay, another messenger has arrived in Cade Nua. Man, this whole court thing's getting pretty annoying. Like, don't they understand that I'm busy doing adventure things? One of the things I want to see is where my money is kept at. I am Lord and Master! I have no time to go speak with ducks. Yes, you bear a message from the Ducal. Pardon my introduction and request you to meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Is this about Kainua again? I don't know. I apologize, my lord. I'm merely a messenger. Why isn't the Chancellor meeting me at the palace? Okay, I'll meet him when I can. Alright, steward, where's my chest?
It is good to see you here. I can feel.
Where's my money at? Is this it? No, I have more money than this waiting for me. What is this? What is this? Is a travesty. Is there another chest somewhere? I've spent almost 10,000 copper on this place, and my taxes amount to 200 copper? Really? Really? Pour money into your stronghold, they said. It'll be worth it, they said. The taxes. You'll get taxes. Okay. Alright, guys. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Foolish me. Alright then, folks. Like I said, I'm going to save here. I'm going to take my break, fix up my party. That may involve a respec on a couple characters. That sort of thing. I want to respec myself, as I want to make myself and Aloth more defensive orientated characters, because it appears that people really want to get up in my face and beat the shit out of me, which is odd because most of the time people either like me or are intimidated by me IRL. I don't know why, but like I said, in the game, they just want to get up to my Inquisitor and beat him up. Maybe it's the whole Spanish Inquisition vibe. They're not down with it. Guess I can't blame them. But I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And, well, thank you for everything. I'll be back in about an hour to 2 hours' time. I have to eat. Like I said, manage my party, fix all that up. I may or may not be on Discord if you want to chat. If you don't know how to get on Discord, you can type !Discord and join the community, I guess, at this point. The community, if you want to chat or see what it's like. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the allotted time, as I already mentioned. And I'll reiterate, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and be well.